It was supposed to be a 5-hour meeting. It was went on well longer than an hour. What do you make of the whole thing and the fact that the process is going on, that June 12th is back in play?
This is what diplomacy looks like at the global level on the hardest issue facing the world right now. There will be a lot of back and forth. And what happened a week ago when the president decided to pull out of the talks, sending a letter to the North Korean leader, it led to, at every level, from the working level up to the heads of government, a level of work and responsibility taken and diplomatic activity, realizing that the United States meant business, that CVID, complete, verifiable, irreversible disarmament, is what the United States is looking for. It's created an acronym to talk about this. Once the North Koreans realized that the United States would not show up at a summit without that being part and really center of the conversation, they got back on the train and decided to move.
Emily, obviously down in Washington, D.C., this is huge news. And it seems to me that the folks down there should now be, to a degree, accustomed to the way President Trump negotiates. And I would suspect perhaps more and more people understand or are willing to at least let this process work its way out.
That is the key word, the word process, because this meeting in and of itself has been a process, right? Like we've seen the president negotiate this meeting in and of itself for the past few weeks. It was on, it was off, it's back on. And so what the president was really doing here is sort of changing expectations. And I don't necessarily think inappropriately, right? Saying, you know, this is not going to be one and done. We're not going to sit down for a couple hours, work it out, and everything's going to be fine. Saying this meeting is really going to be the beginning of the process. So sort of changing the conversation about what will come out of the meeting, I think, is what we saw the president doing, which could signal sort of behind the scenes how the negotiations have been going. But of course, at least to get the meeting back on, big start, and obviously a big day for the president here.
Beverly, you're a communications expert. The way this thing has played out, and again today, and I think Emily made the right points. I felt like they gave us a set of expectations before, you know, talk of Nobel Peace Prizes and things like that. A lot of pressure on June 12th for them to come out there with like a eureka moment. And the president's sort of saying, hey, that's not necessarily going to happen, but it will be a major step toward that.
I'm glad that the president did show some caution, and even his open letter that he put out last week. When you read the language, it definitely seemed to leave the door open for North Korea to come back and want to schedule a meeting. So I think that's the way he negotiates. That's the way that he wants to move forward and make deals with individuals. So we almost have this case of pen pals. You have the president writing a letter, you have Kim Jong-un writing a letter back. And I'm glad that the meeting is continuing, but rightly so, we should be cautious about this. We cannot trust Kim Jong-un. Of course, he is one of the worst human rights violators of our time. And I think the president really has two main goals with this meeting. One is to see if we can have a denuclearized North Korea. But the other side is to also see if we can protect our allies, South Korea being one of them, seeing if we can keep peace on the mainland altogether. So I think this is good negotiation on the part of the Trump administration. Yeah,
just as the meeting, Kevin, was sort of impromptu, and certainly no one thought it would last as long as it did. So, too, was the press conference afterward. And sure. Beverly just brought up human rights. The question was asked whether that topic came up. It had not come up. What do you make of that?
Well, we need to press that wholeheartedly as any part of this kind of conversation. The lack of human rights, the amount of killing, the lack of a free press, the lack of any kind of free association in North Korea is a troubling thing. But again, I think this is part of an Apprentice-like episode where the session was on just 2 weeks ago. It was called off. It's back on again today. And that's now going to happen in 11 days. When you look at the history of these kinds of summits in the past, these are year-long processes that go on in terms of the negotiation. I just worry that we're set to meet the North Koreans in 11 days in Singapore, and this administration is not up to the task.
What's the worry? What's the worry there? I'm confused.
Well, Charles, you know, conversation is important. But again, the fact that this president was talking about a Nobel Peace Prize, as you said just earlier.
Well, he mentioned it after it was mentioned in the media. Listen, I don't think he initiated that
Charles,
conversation.
He fueled that. You know, he fueled that.
Although, Kevin, if they did actually give up their nukes, it would be a slam dunk, wouldn't it, for a Nobel Peace Prize? It would be a huge thing. Oh, my God. Well, I don't know about I'm not on the Nobel Prize Committee. Come on. But certainly that would be a huge step forward for this country and for the global stage. But this president has to deliver, and I don't think he's up to the task.